So, if you can, hello podcast.
Hello, Paul.
Hello, it's us two, finally.
Seeing you around these parts in a lot.
It's been 84 years. But it's,
About
in that
4 years.
time, it's changed its name again.
Fourth reboot of our podcast.
Zrocora podcast!
Zrocora. Your nan's on NAN'S. Yeah.
You'll have to invite me again when I get back in, because I've had to restart the entire game.
Oh yeah, forgot that happened. Would you be kind of playing CFEs, but nonetheless, we can still talk about where we
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and check the audio to start off with, just so that I don't have to do another full stream and no one can be heard.
Yeah, hopefully we can actually hear it.
Mm.
Right, I'm putting my stuff on the ship because that is amazing.
1 minute. Yeah, I'm just gonna go and check the audio to start off with, just so that I don't have to do another full stream and no one can be heard. Alright, it's pretty good.
Can they hear me like this? Can they hear me being big man like this?
They can hear you well. Not like, obviously you're not as loud as me, but that's the best I could do. I need to keep pressing this controller as well because I'm playing on
Your
keyboard.
mic is a bit acting up at the moment. Don't know if it's like that on stream, but
That's me putting it, moving it. Then
oh.
invite me then. Well, I need to check for fake coin. So, what are we gonna go on about in this podcast?
Well, whatever comes to mind, really.
Whatever comes to mind. Well, Fall Guys. That's what's been coming to mind for the last
Okay.
few weeks. To be fair.
It is a very big game. Out of the two that has actually played it in this podcast, I can say it's very fun. As long as Fortnite sweats don't invade it, it will be alive for a while.
It will. To be fair. We're recruiting a crew here, and that means he might hear me. Oh god. That is a moment.
What do you mean?
Can we just go on to a sleep for this podcast? Because remember what happened with Rocket League?
Well,
Rocket League. Remember what happened?
what happened on Rocket League?
They just started being toxic, and then we went off. Are we both on a galleon here?
Yeah, we're both on a galleon.
Is other people in our galleon?
No, it's just a clone.
Alright, good. But, so Fall Guys, it's been very ping. You've done a few streams of it. One with Rexalt, or whatever he wants to be known as.
When he actually decides his name.
I wonder what I should do. Maybe change my name to Rexalt too.
Alright, Sharon, that is my answer. Yeah.
Alright, I'm nearly back in anyway. So, we're playing Sea of Thieves because it's not really in. We can speak about how we were on about Sea of Thieves as well. And how we're on Sea of Thieves.
It's an intense, not intense game. It's very strange.
Mm.
It's like, it's so calm, but not.
There's like, I see a ship. No, let's move. Oh no, they are killing us.
Everything is open.
Oh, okay. Right, I need to mute you for this because you're saying everything's okay.
Yeah. Well, I won't speak for the rest of the night.
Well, I'm just gonna mute you just in case you like accidentally press E or something like I do.
Yeah.
Or the controller variant of that. A cargo run of famed repute. Very.
Yeah, I'm putting the stuff on.
I forget which one I use. Is it this one or is it the next one? I think it's this one. But anyway, so Fall Guys, we were on about 3 times.
Yeah.
It's a game.
Really?
I know.
But in all seriousness, this is a very big.
Go and check out his streams of it.
Already, actually.
Go and check out his streams of it.
Yeah. I've got 2 of it, and yeah, I've got all 3 in the stream, so if you want to go check them.
Mm.
That was not a blatant lie. I've definitely not only got 1. Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, and the one is obviously in the one where it doesn't say that he got a dub.
Entirely behind it.
Hmm.
Also,
When you get stuff from Sharon Osbourne. Hello, Sharon Osbourne.
And you put the rose sails on the cat.
Yeah. So, there's a... If you don't know what Fall Guys is, what you doing?
What are you doing if you don't know what Fall Guys is?
Basically, it's a Battle Royale mini-game.
It's like every party game that everyone dreamed of.
But Battle Royale. And it's on PS... Well, it's on PS Plus for the next few days, if anyone has it. You can go and get it off there. Or it's on PC, but you have to pay for it. After that, PS Plus gets a few different games, which we'll speak on later. And, yeah. There's no point not getting it. Like, it's the best PS Plus game ever, literally. Like,
if you have PS Plus, you need to get it.
It's the most downloaded game off PS Plus ever already. And, which is a bit surprising, because, like, isn't it, like, a bit weird that, like, a game that no one knew what it was, like, you know...
Invading in the holes with alphas and betas and everything.
I mean, no one knew what it was, really, when it came out.
Yeah.
And then, like, as soon as it did come out, everyone was on it. But, like, there's other games, like, you know when COD was on it, yeah?
Yeah.
Everyone knows what COD is, but it still didn't get, like, as much downloads, you know what I mean? That may be due to the fact that, you know, some people might already have it, and some people might not be bothered to get it. But, you know, you might as well claim your games that you get for free, so... It is surprising to see that, but, you know, it is a good game, it deserves it, to be fair. Where are we going with this stuff?
We're going northwest, I believe. The spoils are plenty.
Alright. Any words you got on Fall Guys? Like...
Well, like I said, there's the one. It's just like there's too much but too little to say about it. Like it's such a simple but good game.
It's like chess, to be fair. Well, not exactly, but you know, you got chess. It's chess. Like, you know, you got one piece. This can move like this, and this is how it captures other people, and that's like the rules for different pieces, and that's it. You know what I mean? Really simple, really renowned. Or like, you know, rock paper scissors. You know, all these like little games you can play.
Yeah.
Or, you know, even just a race, like going from one point to another, who can do it first. Is really
Like I said, it's like the best party game you could actually play. I don't know if this is a thing already. Like, don't quote me on this, but they need to add like co-op or like two-player, like where you are basically to the game. Sort of like how recently Fortnite added the double, like the duos and squads with like controllers on your Xbox and that.
So do you mean like if you're in a party, you co-op?
No, I mean like so say I invited you to my house here and I had two Xbox controllers.
Oh, like home co-op, yeah.
Yeah, it's like so you just connect your controller to it and then we do two-player.
What you mean is local multiplayer.
Yeah, basically.
I just noticed how much the galleon rocks. You're underneath and I'm like going upwards and down.
I've like been used to a Switch for so long.
And so yeah, go and claim your Fall Guys if you can, or go and buy it anyway, even if you can't. I mean, I'm here on Xbox.
It's definitely worth the money.
Yeah, it's worth the free as well on PS. But
If you get it for free, what are you doing? If you're getting it for money, maybe understandable if you don't fully get it like now or something. But
yeah.
hopefully you get around to it.
They're good, no matter what, for both platforms, Fall Guys being successful is good, even if it's not going to come on Xbox, or it might do, or on Switch, or on phone, or on anything else.
Will eventually make it
Yeah.
to other platforms.
But it's like, it's a thing that motivates Xbox to get better gold games, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they got that now, you know, and last month they had a Call of Duty game, so what are they going to do now? And then, you know, they still need to compete, even if Microsoft is not really competitive in gaming because they have PC and they want Switch to sort of collab. They still need to give people reasons to get like, because say if you're gonna buy a gaming thing, yeah, it's like, oh, you want a PC, you want an Xbox, you want a Switch, you want a PlayStation, and that answer will be PlayStation most of the time, other than PC. But like, you know, it's more expensive, so it's probably going to be PlayStation most of the time now. They want some reason for people to even get the games in the first place, because go on PC, go on Xbox to get the Microsoft games where you can only get them. Because Xbox from now is not a console, it's like Microsoft's gaming, basically. You might as well call it that.
But like, the thing is, like, gold games used to be alright, and then they just gave up on it, like, actually.
I think they sort of just got Game Pass, and they thought, now people are only paying for Game Pass, you know what I mean? And then gold is part of Ultimate. So there's no point in giving good gold games, because most of the people are paying for Ultimate instead. You know what I mean? Because, you know, which has Game Pass, which has the good games. But, you know, like, you get to keep the 360 games, and you get to keep the original Xbox games if you don't have gold. That's why, like, when you download them, it just doesn't have a gold tag at the bottom. But, they really need to work on it, because there is people who pay for gold who want them free games every month. Because say you're paying for online, yeah, and that's all you can pay for. They need to give you some good, you know, they need to give you some good games to play that to use that online service with. You know what I mean? Because like some people can only afford that. You know what I mean? So they really need whatever Xbox gives them, they can play. You know what I mean?
Like, it needs to sort of be the mini Game Pass, like, good games, but not as level as Game Pass, good games.
Like, because Game Pass, the thing is...
What PS is doing, like, PS has PS Now, which is basically Game Pass.
Which has all of the exclusives
and
stuff.
Games on PS Plus. So, like, they need to sort of work it like that.
I think the problem is, is the fact that the people get to keep it. Because on Game Pass, if something comes off Game Pass, you can't play it anymore. But on gold, if you still pay for gold, you can still play the game that you paid for gold for. So, say, you know how Red Dead's leaving Game Pass? Obviously, if that was on gold instead, it couldn't do that, because you'd still be paying for gold and you'd still be able to play Red Dead.
Yeah.
And what would it do? Detect the people who have gold and Red Dead and then just delete it off everyone. And everyone who plays Red just not have Red Dead, you know what I mean? Even if they didn't get the gold version.
Yeah, can you go for my question?
Alright. That is not voting. Why is it there, by the way? Like, why can't it be in the front?
I don't know, why is it like small view? Why not like you?
Sherry from Sanctuary. But yeah, like Xbox really needs to sort of. I know that I'm pretty sure I've criticised Xbox in every single podcast we've done so far.
Yeah.
But Xbox really need to get the game up, because Microsoft is intending. Yeah, Xbox we don't really care about, because we've got Xbox as like a platform now, not a console. Of which we put our PC games and stuff, and everyone can play and whatever. But PlayStation is going the way that people actually want it. You know what I mean? Like Xbox is going the way that people who have a Switch want it or something, you know. And then PlayStation's going the way that people who like care about the games they have and wanting to play them go. So yeah. This was a Fall Guys to Xbox segue, but I feel like Fall Guys is an important step for Xbox, despite the fact it's not even on it.
Yeah, exactly. Like they need to learn to get good goal games, like we've been saying this whole conversation.
They need to learn to keep some games on Game Pass. Like it seems what Rockstar's doing, because it's basically the game publisher's choice if they want it on Game Pass. Obviously, there's some money changing hands in any direction, but. It like say Rockstar's like, please put it on Game Pass. It'll get us more money because you know it'll be on Game Pass and some people will pay for the DLCs or whatever. But then some of them are like Xbox is like, please put it on Game Pass. It'll make Game Pass better. You know what I mean? So money changes hands in both directions. But what's his name? Because obviously, if a game gets put on Game Pass, it loses Microsoft money because instead of buying that game, which would give them like the 30%, wouldn't it? Or however much. They don't get any money because people are just downloading it using the Game Pass. Obviously, you get 30 quid off thingy, but if you're paying like, if you buy two 60 quid games, Microsoft's getting more than 3 months of Game Pass, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously, most of the games on there are worth more than 60 quid, and you're probably going to download more than 60 quid's worth of games. in that time. So you know, it's like a fine balance that Microsoft have to pull.
Well, seeing as we're on the topic of sort of Microsoft and how they need to improve, let's talk about the game we are literally playing, the good exclusive.
Yeah, this is Microsoft's unexpected banger of this generation. There's just, I don't know, there's a quality to it that just makes it like, you might think, oh, it's so grinder and oh, the PvP bad, which I agree with. It is a bit grindy. The PvP is a bit bad, but that's the point of it. You know, it's like, oh, like we just got you just got Assassin's Creed.
Like they're not going to focus on the PvP and stuff like that. Like everything that the game is meant to be about, it's good. You're a pirate. Pirates get money and buy stuff with money. That's what you do. Yeah.
And then there's naval battles against the other pirates.
All the cannons are really well worked. All the sails and how you drive the ship is really well worked. Voyages and all the different things you can do really well worked. And like even the tall tales that have just been added, like adds a story mode to the game.
It's just been added. Also them being added like about 18 months ago. Okay. But this is the unexpected banger that Microsoft needed. But once again, this game's on PC, so it drives the question home. Like, a lot of the PS exclusives are on PC. Not all of them, but a lot of them. You know, there still are some.
The ones that are like 2 or 3 years old now, quite a few of them are on PC.
Basically, right, the ones that come to PC are the second party games. So Detroit is a second party game because it's not a studio owned by Sony, but it's a studio where Sony gave them the money to be able to make the game, and then obviously in return for that money, it's exclusive.
Yeah.
So that's what Quantic Dream does with Detroit, and all the ones before, or the few up before that, where it was also on Sony. Because before that it was on Xbox as well, but they were getting, because of how like unsuccessful one of the games were, they had to like get money somehow, and it was Sony gave them the most money basically to start making the next game. But now, because of how popular Detroit is, the next Quantic Dream game is going to be on Xbox as well.
Yeah.
Which, you know, that everyone wins sort of situation.
Even though I'm not gonna get next gen Xbox, I want to see Xbox do something good with exclusives.
Right. Well, tomorrow, Tell Me Why comes out, and that we should speak a bit about that, which is Don't Nod's next game. The last game was Life is Strange.
What is that? Like, I'm sure wasn't it announced at the event?
It was a story. It's a story sort of game. It's a bit like, it's going to be a bit like Life is Strange, because obviously Life is Strange devs, but how exactly it's going to run out, because both of us like Life is Strange, and I'm actually, well, I like Life is Strange too. I'm halfway into Life is Strange 1. I think it's alright. But
it's like the Telltale games that we wanted, but we didn't get. I mean, Telltale has come out of it, which is very
yeah.
Like, I feel like out of all companies that would come out of it, but I feel like Telltale couldn't have been the one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because their games are the most, like, sort of, like, actual, like, games. Not like, oh, buy this microtransaction, that microtransaction is. It's just buy, like, this 10 quid game, a story game, loads of outcomes, and enjoy it. It's not just like, oh, microtransactions and all that, like most games nowadays are. Which is like something that I like about the Telltale and Life is Strange games.
Well, what I do know, is it's 30 quid, the game, 3 episodes that come out like a week between each other, and it's also on Game Pass. So obviously, if you're on Game Pass, you're just getting the true value there, because it's completely free basically.
Because Game Pass, they're doing something right putting that on Game Pass. But again, like, see what PS are doing? They're putting really good games, but not really new games.
Yeah.
Like, Fall Guys is an exception, because that literally just came out.
That's literally a release PS Plus thing.
But, for example, they released that Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered, yeah? They did Uncharted not so long ago, which is like, what, it's like 3-4 years old now?
2016, the middle of the year. It was about, I'm pretty sure it was like a couple of thousand days old when we looked. But what else was I about to say? Well, 3.6 years is roughly 1,000 days. Put it like that.
Yeah.
I love how we've parked.
Yeah, no.
But another thing that we have Xbox Game Pass has for it. I can't really speak for PlayStation. I mean, maybe you can. But you get like the exclusives the first day on Game Pass, all of them.
Yeah.
Like when Forza Horizon 4 was the first one to do it, you got it the day it came out, and then the same with all the rest of them got added. Minecraft was added in 2017 when it came out, obviously. But like stuff like Grounded, which came out recently, that was just there instantly.
I'm just gonna go get a drink so you can do whatever.
Alright, there'll be a completely different subject when you get back.
Okay.
Okay, I just got my tea. I'm gonna put my salt and pepper on. So now, the problem, I think PlayStation might have it with PS now, but I'm not sure. It might. But I'd love to hear your opinions. I mean, the way Xbox is doing it, less people win, but they win more, you know what I mean? So, I really don't know. There is a Tingman over there, to be fair. But we're not about that today. Yeah, so this is the, we should move on to, what came out, or what was, they revealed the COD, and they revealed a couple of games. So I think I'm gonna ask Matthew when he gets back, what games later on in the year are you most excited for? Because obviously there is this 2020 is probably the biggest year for gaming since 2018. I know that's not that big, but this game came out in 2018. Assassin's Creed, which we've been playing recently, came out 2018. Red Dead 2018. Life is Strange 2 2018. All of the good games just seem to have come out in 2018. So I'll ask him what big 2020 title he's probably copying first. For personally me, it's probably going to be Assassin's Creed, because I really like Odyssey, and he's just actually got Odyssey today, like a couple of minutes before the stream started, the podcast. So because of my recommendation, and he enjoyed my recommendation of Ghost of Tsushima so much, it's sort of his channel theme now. So I'm hoping he's gonna like this one. But Valhalla, yeah, it's even more good because like Greek mythology, it's alright, but like the Vikings and all that Norse mythology, I enjoy more, because it's like, I don't know, it feels more grounded to reality. I know that like Greek, because the thing is Vikings, there's a lot more stuff, like there's a lot more Viking things that are still there. You got Greek stuff that like you find in an old temple, and there's only a couple of intact buildings people even still use. While the Vikings, you can find like dotted around dotted around England and Norway, loads of little areas where you can tell the Vikings were there. And plus, I just like the whole, the whole style of the Vikings, and like they seem like the underdogs, you know what I mean? While they did invade Britain, which doesn't really make them the underdogs. You know, they sort of are. The Greeks, like, because in Odyssey, it's Athens versus Sparta, which, spoiler, in real life, Sparta won. Or the Peloponnesian League won. But they're still both just there. Like in Valhalla, you're gonna be like a Viking invading Britain, aren't you? So you're gonna be there, and you're not gonna understand Britain that much because you just landed there to take it. So that's gonna be a really nice dynamic for the game. And also Cyberpunk. Obviously, loads of people hype for that. So I'm hoping they don't fluff it. It comes out on the same day as Valhalla, so that's going to be a big sort of competition point, may I add, or something like that, between the two games that come out. Now, while I know Cyberpunk's probably going to win, because, like, most of the Assassin's Creed games have came out while this game has been in development, to be fair. And there's also Watch Dogs, which Matthew has a much higher like understanding of because he played both of the other ones. And then there's COD, which was revealed today, by the time this was made. And there's what's his name? No, oh, I forget. Oh, obviously you got your necessary sports titles like FIFA and Madden, that. Other than that, there's not really that much. I mean, there is a few. Anyway. Eh? You doing? I can't tell if he's back.
Hello, I am back.
Hello then.
So, what has been going
We'll move on to like games that are coming out later this year. Which one are you first to cop?
Probably Cyberpunk.
Hmm.
Comes out next year, I can't remember.
Yeah, that probably will come out next year, to be fair. But yeah, we're on about
On board, by the way.
There's Assassin's Creed as well, so
Did you not get the stuff?
no, I didn't get all. I didn't get any of it. I think there's a better way to do. You can like, there's a perfect shot to it
Oh,
with the cannon. But Assassin's Creed, because we both have it now. I know you've not played it yet, but you just got it.
a perfect shot to it, even though I'm literally here at the same time as you.
Yeah, I had to swim around. But it look, you know, Assassin's Creed and Ghost of Tsushima and all these games like that.
Like, I've seen a video saying why Assassin's Creed should just be called Creed.
What?
Because they strayed away from the assassin part of Assassin's Creed a lot.
But you can still assassinate, to be fair.
Well, obviously, yes. But, like, it's not based around just stealth. Like, that's what people are saying now. Like, it changed it a lot.
The new Assassin's Creed, while I say they're good games, which they are, they're not Assassin's Creed. Like, you can tell, like Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3, 4, all them ones. All the ones before Origins, to be fair. You can tell why they still call them Assassin's Creed. But why don't they just call the new ones, like, History War or something like that, you know what I mean?
Alright, I need to do something I forgot. I'll literally be as quick as I can, okay? Let's get one sec.
Right, I'm gonna try this again. Okay. Don't know what happened then. But the games that are coming out in the future, or in this year, are some of the best to look forward to. Of course, there is the PS5 and all of the games that are coming out instantly. But and the Xbox with all their games. But the main games that people are really looking forward to are the ones that are on both platforms. We'll move on to what else sort of happened. I really don't know. On what? Now I hear Cyberpunk is gonna be just like this. Well, people know what Cyberpunk is gonna be, but how well received it's gonna end up being, I don't know. Because obviously, The Witcher 3 that got Game of the Year. People were hyping that up as well. So I don't really leave it bad for the CD Projekt Red to fail, but it's to see how good the game actually ends up being. Because it looks perfect as a game, but you know, that's just the trailers and stuff. There might be hidden details that aren't covered. We'll have to wait and see how it turns out anyway. Oh. Let's try it like this. The best we got.
Having a plan.
Does he? Is that the last one? No, there's one more.
Where are you going? Oh, why are you going now? Oh wait, you collect. Is that the last one?
There's one more there.
Okay.
But anyway, there's also the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. Obviously, we covered a bit on the other ones, but obviously more details about the Xbox Series X in general has been revealed. There's like a new UI for it. We need to still see the PS5 one, because generally
Looks exactly the same.
they've changed like the outline of the selection.
It's like what YouTube's done. They've done it but once.
Mermaid's Hideaway and all of the cloths are wet. Perfect.
Why not?
Let's just swim all the way in.
Hurry, you have to swim like 2 centimeters.
Right, we have to go all the way down there.
Hurry, you literally have to swim 2 centimeters.
I know, but it's...
From here, 1, 2, 3.
I don't know. What are you counting this in?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Bro, they won't get wet in that time.
What you did?
Well, you're a fat swimmer. Oh, they're not even wet. This one just says Crayon with your cloth.
Well, they'll have wet on them. See?
Well, yeah, that means just they're really close to being wet. You know, people who are just watching this out of context will be so confused. Why is it wet? No, it's not wet. It's close to getting wet.
We're playing a Sea of Thieves in this luxurious cloth, alright?
Yeah, it's so luxurious.
But anyway, anything you want to bring up?
The fact that when you do as a Mermaid's Hideaway.
Anything you want to bring up is something I bring up when I'm out of ideas of stuff to bring up.
Well, I've got something to bring up. The fact that ass.
Well,
Now, let's talk about Hitman VR, because I really wanted to talk
oh yeah. Oh, that is going to be a banger.
So good. I can't wait to play it.
I forgot about it, to be fair, but it is going to be a banger.
And if you don't know, Hitman 3, the game that's going to be coming out for Xbox Series X and PS5, basically it's going to have VR capability, which is amazing.
Well, on PS5, because Xbox is
it.
it.
Because Xbox will just pay some extra money to get yourself a VR.
But anyway, yeah. Hitman VR.
It's actually gonna be so good. So, like, imagine like doing like it literally shows like at the end of the trailer, like you holding the fiber wire,
Yeah.
walking up to a fight and then like strangling him with it. Like, it would be so good then.
Are we going to this place then?
Yeah, if you put all the cells up. Yeah, but like I said, like, well, not like I said, I've probably said it before, but I don't just say it in the podcast. Hitman is like one of my favourite games. Like, it's definitely top 10 quality at least.
You said it was top 5 before Ghost of Tsushima knocked it somewhere.
I know, yeah, I said at least. So.
Mm.
And in VR, well, it's gonna be a madness.
I still don't know why we're doing Galleon. Me.
Because we are intimidating.
Don't come near our podcast.
We can do crew talk, we can tell up our crew if you want.
No,
Why not?
let's not do that.
Well, you're not in game chat for me, so.
I still don't want to do that.
Enter the south, enter the south, enter the south. Right, then I'll do directions, you drive them.
It's southwest.
Okay, I'll do directions. We're basically where we're headed then.
There's a ship where we're headed.
Yeah, but we're a galleon, remember, we've got a crew of 4.
What, me, my parrot Paul, you and your parrot Paul?
They're peasants, they're gonna be scared of us.
Me, my parrot Paul, you and your parrot Paul.
Yeah. No, but this is the thing about solo galleon, like, everyone's scared of you.
Except for that other one apparently.
Like, I ain't even gonna turn off our lanterns, come get us from it. You see us, you know, we're a 4-man crew. But see how steady this thing is? You know how we crashed into the island, there was no holes.
Bruh.
Isn't that madness? Isn't that a madness though? We crashed straight into the island and there was no holes.
Sea of Thieves, when you crash into an island, you won't crash. But when you go too fast, that's when it gets amazing. I wonder where that other ship's gone. Oh, it's putting its sails down to make us think that we're not there. That's where we have to go past, by the way. It's that outpost.
Well, if they attack us, we're gonna show our 4-man strength. We should probably do right, you're gonna do some life is strange stuff here. Choose approach with the speaking phone. It's Davy Jones for you.
No, don't say anything. That's the scariest part.
It is technically a bit.
Check the edge of the island to see if people are there ready to swim towards us. No.
Oh, they're a default sleep as well. I think they're not very good at the game, so we'll leave them alone.
Can we see them? Can you see them? Look in the shops. Watch them like cannon. Wait, one of them's on the edge of the pier, I think. One of them's on the pier, I think.
Yeah,
I saw a name.
Did you? Oh, well, in that case, then yeah.
I think they might have moved back.
Well, we've left them alone now, so.
I think we're still going towards Willowsborough. Anyway, topic.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's do a theory, but I feel like Sea of Thieves is not the game to do a theory. So, in that case, I'm just gonna literally look at my phone and I know what I'm talking about. FIFA 21, so,
It's gonna... Wait, basically, FIFA 20. Alright, next topic.
What? They have added quite a few cool things though that were added 15
But once
years ago.
again, they're not new things.
They're not new things, just things from 15 years ago that were controversially removed, so now they've added them back in.
Watch them controversially remove and add them back in again.
Controversially added
Like, can
back in.
FIFA just push out, even if it's just still costs 60 quid, make it FIFA. Just call the game FIFA and charge them 50 quid for all the new stuff, you know what I mean? Or 60 quid or whatever. However much you want to charge them. I think that island is where we're going, Matthew. Yeah, that island, we want to slow down. We're gonna...
Right, I know where the person is, just get like right.
Swerve. I know where they are as well. Swerve. Now. Right.
You're a bit far. Oh, okay. Right, yeah, what we're gonna do, tactic for the call. Yeah. What we're gonna do is come to the back of my ear. What we're gonna do is stop. Oh my god. Oh, it's an action captain. Screw this.
What is it?
It's an action. The helmet breathes fire, but they drop.
Ashen Guardian, it says.
Yeah, they drop like the head that they drop. Yeah, like you can breathe fire out of it. Yeah, shoot him.
How hard is he to kill?
Oh god. Watch out! Oh, watch out!
I'm.
Right, I'll get you. Right, let me get this helmet and breathe fire at them.
What helmet?
Oh wait, it's not a breathing fire helmet. You know, we must have to do that quest to get the breathing fire.
Where did I leave my
You know
crate?
what's bounty school though? On the left.
I'm gonna go over to the guy. Let's talk about the future with our YouTube channels, because we don't really speak about that much. There's something shiny up there. So.
Well, I just released New Age. I'm gonna start streaming on Xbox if I can actually get them on.
Maybe try and not get a Turtle Beach Recon 70X, who I personally disapprove of in this
I'll probably
podcast.
just get freaking Travelog earphones or something.
Marauder's chest up here.
Perfect.
Thank you for your kindness. Random C. The future of my channel, I don't know. It's in a bit jeopardy at the moment. Because, you know, my mic can't be bothered working. There's a good 3 months before I get my PC, if more. You know, it's all going to be a problematic.
I forgot we were delivering.
Bruh. Your nan
That is the land moment.
has a grandmother named Murray.
But yeah, for me, I'm gonna start a series, hopefully, on Ass.
Ass. Yes. What a great thing to start a series on.
To be fair, I probably shouldn't say that because YouTube be like,
What?
no
Well, hey, you have, like, cutting someone in your profile picture.
Bro, you have like some helmet from a Viking in your profile picture.
That's not my profile picture, what do you mean?
In your picture of the stream picture. And it isn't even a Viking helmet.
In the picture that I'll be... In the picture that I'm not lazy enough to edit in later on, right on front of the screen right now. Oh look, it didn't show up.
Who's making the thumbnail this week? Because it was meant to be me.
This week? What do you mean this year?
Really making the thumbnail.
Whoever wants to. I mean, I nominate myself if you don't want to, but you can if you
I'll
want.
nominate myself because it is my turn.
Alright then. Remember, there's Zrocora logo instead, I'll send it to you.
The thumbnail.
Aye! There's a captain's chest. But I can't get down. Matthew. What I'm gonna do, right, go to the bottom.
Drop it down. Oh, you're joking!
I now can't pick it up.
No way.
Wait.
Okay, got it. Oh no, buddy, come on. Just fall off of it, I'll revive you.
But we need to get this.
Bro, you're gonna fall off with it.
How?
Pick it up and then just jump off.
I was trying to drop it down so that I wouldn't just murder myself. How has it got there?
The only way we can do it is winch it.
Cunning plan. I can hear the boom of the bullets going. Stop.
Taking the gunpowder barrel up there.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Ah! I fell into that cave thing. Wait, is that... I want to just go and see something before we die. Okay, it's our ship. Thought it wasn't. Right, where is the area of which I dropped down to now? Okay, it's just there. I might die.
Good.
Perfect. Now blow it up. And this won't work. But blow it up.
Okay. I'm coming. I've got a crate of plants so. Oh, and the skeletons after me. I won't be able to raise you.
Alright, I'll just blow it up when I get back.
I'll be able to blow it up.
No, I want to see this not work.
No. Oh.
I want to see this. I want to see it not work.
That's what you think it didn't work.
Oh.
I think. How have you even managed to put it there?
I honestly have no idea.
That makes sense. Oh my god.
Anyway. Be sure to check my Twitter at Zrocora. I post updates on when I'm not going to be streaming. I know, I said Man of Medan Part 4 tomorrow. This was before Man of Medan Part 4 was actually existing. I said tomorrow, and it was like a week before it actually came out. Oh wait, there's a crate of plantains here. Angolo plantain. Now, what else is the same? Your mum Sam, yeah.
What plants from? That's the cloth.
Whatever.
Bro, you just got it wet.
Good.
Bro, you're actually a wet man.
I have no brain. Right. So basically,
Rest in peace to 100k.
on my Twitter, I say when I'm not streaming. I also say about things I'm doing. So yeah. You don't really post updates on your Twitter, do you?
No, screw Twitter, it's dead.
Where you're on Messenger calling me on Messenger. Oh wait, there's a fruit crate. And what's this? Oh, it's a meow.
I'm driving a freaking robot on land and it works.
Meow. What's the
I'm
meow?
driving my robot on land.
Oh look, it's 2 treasure things in the meow. So yeah, go and check that. Also check both of our channels in the description.
No.
Oh, he doesn't want you to check his. Don't check his channel.
Yeah, don't check that Zrocora guy's channel. That's terrible.
Don't do it to. Don't check the Zrocora channel either. You see, it's my channel. I don't post stuff.
Sick, I do believe that is amazing. That one.
Well, you believe wrong.
Riley's believing or not, even though it's a bit clean, my mum.
But basically, Yeah, check our our proper channels out. We post no, both of them. But yeah, you do that while we die.
Can you go get the explosive now?
What explosive none?
There is a gunpowder barrel, like, on the island.
Why didn't you shoot it to tell me where it is?
No.
Well, anyway, go and check those out. And next topic. Let's talk about stuff you've been getting up to. Oh, just there? Okay then.
Oh god, skeletons with gunpowder up here. I'll try and shoot them. Oh!
Hey. That line went right towards it, you know.
Oh, it hit it. I have a little, like, hit mark.
You hit me, I guess.
Wait, it hit you?
I don't know. I don't think it counts if I'm holding it though. 'Cause you got team kill, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Well, go and ask me to get it.
Team killing is a thing.
As punishment, you can go and get the captain's chest we left on that. Well, you can see it from here. How does that happen?
You can't even winch it.
Can you see?
The only thing I could say is find a canoe and then winch it. Canoe, sorry, it's rubble.
So what have you been getting up to in lockdown other than being on and doing your channel and stuff?
I guess Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
So a game you got today is what you've been getting up to for the last 150 days?
Yeah, I'm going to Tsushima over.
That also came out like a month ago.
Look, I'm not going to do one single thing for the whole lot.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what main thing?
Go to Tsushima.
Alright, well, whatever then. What would you say on Ghost of Tsushima?
What do you mean?
Because you've not I don't think you've actually commented on Ghost of Tsushima on your channel or this one.
Because we said, like, I was probably not going to get it, like, last time, and now I've got it, and it's, like, my favourite game.
Yeah, right, basically, you said, I probably won't get it. Because what it was, wasn't it that you were hyped for some game that you, like, was an exclusive to some...
I was hyped for Watch Dogs Legion, and I was, like, saving up for that. I was like, that is the game I'm going to get. And you were like, well, let's go to Tsushima, it's alright. I was like, I don't know.
I'm hyped for the game I can't get, and you're hyped for the game that,
I can't get.
well, that you can't get yet, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're going to turn.
But am I the one who asks? Where are we turning to? We might as well crash into the island and winch that chest.
The captain's chest, we're turning to the cap. Because that is no cap. Remember, the winches are at the very front, so just face towards it, literally.
I'm turning as much as I can.
Oh my god, this turn is actually as bad as Adam Johnson trying to get out of jail.
Bro. It's gonna overswerve here, innit?
Oh mate, we just overshot that by about 800 actually, not
I don't know, it's not that bad. So you lift that a minute.
We can make
Hey, wait, Matthew. Matthew.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what's going on?
Ah!
What the? Wait, what's just happened?
God. Right, any final words for the end of the podcast?
Wait, what end of the podcast?
It's 55 minutes in. Any final words?
Rest in peace, yeah.
Rest in peace, ship. You like Ghost of Tsushima, check out our channels. I'll have a new stream tomorrow. I don't know when you will. We'll both have a new stream in the next week. There you go. Go and check them out. Twitch.tv/TTVcora, Twitch.tv/Rocksurge, YouTube.com/Rocksurge. And Matthew's gonna, I don't know, play Assassin's Creed if it's downloaded. But we'll see you. We'll see. Oh, I can't believe we lost all that stuff. We'll see you in the next podcast.
We lost like 3 things.
Yeah, but good things, 3 good things. We'll see you anyway in the next podcast.
See you.
Which will be, of course, in the month of October. 2029. So we'll see you then on October the 31st, 2029, the last Halloween of the 2020s. How about that? And we'll see you then. Goodbye, podcast. Goodbye, NAN'S Productions watchers. And one final, check out our channel in the description.
Oh my god, I don't need to say it.
Check out our channel's plugged. Yes. And wait, we have a sponsor. We'll cover one last thing.
Oh, no, we don't. We have a sponsor from your guy, Mermaid.
We are sponsored by Let's Not Be Sad Again. So basically, Let's Not Be Sad initiative is against people who play Fortnite because that makes them sad. So and also against people who play like Rocket League, Rainbow Six Siege, Warzone.
Well, now we got a sponsor, and we'll mention it at the end of a stream.
We'll see you anyway in the next Zrocora podcast. Goodbye.